You know, sometimes you just pick at a movie, you're like, we've done hundreds of movie reviews by now, we can definitely handle this. We were not ready. Hello and welcome to another Starman Just Watched. I'm Devin, with me is Billy.
Devin, I see you shiver with anticipation.
One way to say it. No, so this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, a cult classic, if there ever was one.
Yes.
And I know you've seen this.
Oh, yes.
I have not seen this. I've only heard the soundtrack.
I love this.
On a trip over to Montreal. I might as well tell you where I'm going.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. And yeah, but it was driving. It's like, I'm putting on the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but sure, I'll listen to anything. Didn't mind the music. The music was kind of catchy.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of get the gist of this movie, but...
Oh, yeah. Then you watch it.
This is my first time actually getting to watching it. It's hard to track down, and then when I fake I'm tracking it down and I get sidetracked by someone else, it was like, I want to watch this, but at the same time, I just don't have the time.
You're just not in the mood for it.
Yeah. That's the other thing. This is a definite, you need to be in the mood or ready for this movie.
Oh, yeah, no.
So, simple plot, Billy.
Bad angels, the Janus White, some monitor Frankenfurter's castle, makes a weird sex creature, and weird musical numbers ensue.
I know you can barely make out what Billy tried to describe there, but trust me, that's pretty damn accurate.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, Brad Majors, Janet Wise.
Yeah.
The typical car breaks down in the middle of a storm, we gotta go to the Spooky Mansion. Spooky Mansion happens to be owned by Frankenfurter, who is a transsexual from Transylvania, which is a planet, not the country. First thing you gotta understand, these are aliens.
Yes.
This is where I was like, we're throwing aliens in the mix. I was like, was not aware of that plot line.
No, I was like, oh, if you, I mean, I forget what Riff Raff says.
Earthlings and
Earthlings.
Humans. Like, I forget exactly too, but... Yeah, so we got the standard, like, I thought it was a vampire, to be honest. Because I've only seen him in the cloak outfit in any memes or anything.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, so...
So he's like, you know, a vampire of that group.
Yeah. Oh, he knows.
What he does is none of our business, and I'm not judging.
Nope.
Want to fully state, I am supportive of the LGBTQ plus community. You guys are great. Not my thing, but I will support you because freedom is freedom. Thank you. Now that that's out of the way, let's look at Rocky Horror Picture Show. So 1975?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you think of it,
this was really promoting the LGBTQ before the LGBTQ was a thing.
Yeah. Like the real, like...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, how well did this movie actually do when it first came out? Because I can't imagine too many people were on board.
No, this was like a midnight movie.
Yeah. I knew this wasn't like a big production show that's at all theaters. I was like, this had to be an underground or midnight showing thing. Yeah.
Which I'll bet I always want to see this at an actual midnight movie.
I can understand that. Like,
because there's like audience participation and all that.
Yeah.
So it's just fun.
Yeah. That's the best way of describing this movie. It's fun.
Yeah.
You gotta have an open mind going into it, which I God we both do.
Yeah.
And just enjoy what's being presented.
Yeah, no, like it's like, and like I was singing along with some of the songs, I'm gonna admit that.
Yeah, no, I just caught you singing a few, but that's fine. Like,
Yeah, like,
you're apologizing. Sorry, I'm saying this. Why are you apologizing? You're enjoying yourself. That's already the sign that this movie's great.
yeah.
And does it get a little uncomfortable? For some, it would. Yes.
Yes.
I was just like, this is amazing. Like, the amount of stuff we're trying to get away with.
Yeah, like, risque at the time.
Very risque at the time. Like, we're immediately just, everyone's in their underwear probably 90% of the movie.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. And no one's batting an eyelash, and, like, you just kind of accept it at that point.
Right?
Which I was like, way to desensitize to the setting, which is great way of making the movie presentable.
Yeah.
Let's get uncomfortable right out the gate.
Yeah, just strip down to tiny whiteys and...
Yeah, just immediately get the discomfort, get that needle in, and then the rest of the movie is laughing at all, like, oh yeah, buddy went in a wheelchair, went right from the front door through the room in the laboratory that's on the top floor.
Like, love
Because
that.
magnets, how do they work?
Yeah. I love that scene.
It's so good. There's like a few scenes where I guess like I chuckled a little bit. I don't know if you caught me. One of them was when Frank sneaks into Brad's room.
Oh, yeah.
With Janet's voice to seduce him.
Yeah.
And then just whips off. It's like, it's me, Brad. Yeah, I was like, that's amazing. Because he just previously did it to Janet as Brad, and that makes more sense because he's a man.
Yeah. Like, so, you did not see that coming.
No, I did not. I was like, okay, I was like, who's going to sneak into Brad's bedroom?
You thinking Columbia or Magenta?
Yeah, like one of the girls, maybe the
Rocky.
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think Rocky. Rocky was kind of like,
Yeah,
something was going to happen with Rocky later.
Yeah.
But I was like, just for the comedy factor, I was like, Riff Raff would be hilarious.
Yes, yeah.
The obvious one would be either Magenta or Columbia.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Frank.
Oh.
And he's the exact same line for line scene.
I know, but I just use a Columbia. But isn't it good? Well, I've only said.
Yeah, so like, what if Janet finds out? It's like, or did you try something with Janet? And he's like, no. Do you think I should?
Yeah, right? And then when Janet sees the monitor,
Yeah.
Brad's just smoking.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Brad, how could you? I was like, you just did the same thing. You have no voice.
Yeah, you did. Make fun of two. Come on.
Yeah. And then Janet and Rocky hooking up.
Columbia Magenta watch.
Yeah.
On the monitor, so I was like, alright.
Then, yeah, so the plot of this movie, there's not really much of one.
No.
I don't even know, like, what the full, like, villain motivation is, if there even is one.
Yeah, I know. I never could understand it.
No. He creates a man out of the brain of a biker, half a brain of a biker.
Played by Meatloaf.
Yep, of all people.
Yeah.
And wants to make the perfect man.
Yeah.
In 7 days, I guess.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. For whatever pleasures he's planning.
we know.
Oh, we know. And it just so happens that this creation's too perfect.
Yeah.
And
everyone's falling for him.
Everyone's falling for him. And then we get the things go bad plot of everyone gets turned to stone and then forced to do this musical number at the end.
Yeah, which, I mean, hey.
I was like, I'm just sitting back enjoying it at this point. I'm
right?
like, whatever we're doing it.
It's like, come on, it's time for the full show.
Yeah.
And what a full show.
Yeah. There's a pool and everything. And then the plot twist of Riff Raff and Magenta are brother and sister. They take control and kill Franken and Columbia.
Yeah.
And Rocky, I guess.
Like,
took a lot of shots at Rocky.
Yeah.
From an anti-matter gun.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it does what it says it does. It's more of just stop moving now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Ah.
And then they're like, Riff Raff's like, alright, you guys should run away now.
Yeah.
We're going back to our own planet.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, the movie's wrapping up. What a hell of a movie.
Yeah. The house goes away.
The knife flies off. And the narrator just ends it with like, oh yeah, insects crawling across the face of the earth called humans.
Yeah.
So, the general consensus, I think, is we enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's one of those like enjoyable movies. Like I don't,
Yeah.
people who don't like it, like, well, what big deal?
If you don't like it, you don't like
Like
it.
it.
And I can get behind why you don't like it, but
It
you
does-
can see why people enjoy it.
Yeah, like that's what I love about cult movies.
Yeah. You learn to, like, I've learned over the years that I might not like a cult movie, but I can fully get behind why people do.
Yeah, I mean, like, people go to the midnight showings when it's like dressed up, like.
Yeah. I know people who watch this, like, as a annual thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's traditionally a Halloween thing to
Yeah,
do.
I did that for several years.
Yeah. I've had so many friends that would, if this was playing somewhere, they would dress up for it and go to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Like,
yeah, so I was like, there's, people love this movie.
yeah.
Because how many other movies can you say that about? Where people, like, you could play this today at some random theater and you know
It's gonna sell out. And,
it's one, going to sell out, two, there's going to be people dressing up for it.
yeah.
And really getting into the spirit of it.
Right?
Yeah. So, I appreciate it for that, because anything that sparks joy is amazing in my mind. And this definitely has that spark of joy. With a lot of other awkward sparks that you're like, I have to question a lot of things about myself right now.
But I like it.
Like, nothing wrong. You should have that inner reflection on certain aspects of yourself. Alright, so things we like about the movie.
Alright.
We'll get those out of the way first.
The cast.
The cast is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of the actors in it. I only
No.
knew Meatloaf, to be honest.
Yeah, Milo. Well, Tim Curry.
And Tim Curry, obviously. But
Susan Sarandon, you would have seen a few things I've shown you.
yeah.
Bo Durham.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the love interest in it.
Okay.
And the one that sold Franco's daughter on Rescue Me.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Took a while for that to kick in.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the one who plays Riff Raff, I think, is the actual writer of...
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. The self-insert character, I think.
Yeah. And I know, too, there's an unofficial sequel, Shock Treatment.
Okay.
I mean, I've never seen it. Like, I've seen clips of it.
I've never heard of it, to be
Yeah.
honest. Alright, so cast was pretty good.
Yeah.
Musical
Musical
numbers
numbers. Oh,
are
my
catchy. Like,
Yes.
there wasn't a song on this list that I was like, I wish we could just fast forward.
Yeah, no, this is not a skippable soundtrack.
No. Repo has one or two where I was like, I kind of don't like this song.
Yeah.
But Rocky Horror, I was like, any of these songs I could listen to.
Alright. Favorite song?
Time Warp. That one's just was my opening to this.
Yeah.
And it has been used in so many memes I've seen.
Right?
So it's always on the top of the list. I was like, Time Warp's pretty good.
Yeah.
You?
Probably Hot Patootie.
Okay.
The one Meatloaf sings.
Yeah. That's right. That's more of a rock and roll style.
Yeah.
At the time, rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
Okay, things we didn't like about the movie. Opening. Can we just go with the opening?
Yeah, lovely.
It starts off like there's a wedding,
Yeah.
and we think the wedding couple is our main characters.
You know?
Shove those guys aside.
No.
The people right behind them are ones we're supposed to be focusing
Yeah,
on.
and I love it when you look, when you see the picture that they take.
Yeah.
You see Frankenfurter, Riffraff, and Jetta behind them, the priest, and the American Gothic couple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering that they looked.
Like, I love that. Yeah, then they start singing. And when they go to the church, they're also interrupting a funeral.
Yeah. He proposes to her in a church while a funeral's going on.
Yeah.
While they're prepping for the funeral. I'm like, okay, I know I come from a small town, so we did do, like, there's a wedding and then immediately into a funeral. That was the schedule for the day.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I don't think you should propose to anyone during a funeral.
No, they don't ever show up for the wrong one.
I would be curious to
After
see.
you told me that, I'm like, I was like, oh my god. It's like, wait a minute. I'm here for the wedding.
I'm here for the wedding. What's going on?
Oh
Oh, that was this morning.
Oh.
Oh, who's this guy? I'm dressed for the occasion. I might as well just attend. What was he all about? Let's find something. Let's learn today. Alright. So, yeah, not much to really say that we didn't like. I felt the opening was a little slow to get to the point of the movie.
Yeah. Opening's a little slow.
Yeah. Because you could have cut out the opening scene and just done the car drive in.
Yeah.
I didn't need to get really... I already knew that, like, they were a lovey-dovey couple.
Yeah, you didn't have to explain how you proposed or anything.
No, didn't really need that.
Just say, like, it was just brief. Like, after proposing to this earlier, their
Friends wedding.
money.
Yeah. I guess we had to pad out the movie a little bit, but...
Yeah, right. I mean, I still kind of like the musical numbers.
The musical number was nice, but it still felt like could have got cut off.
Yeah.
I don't think would have changed much of the...
No, like, it's...
Alright, and final thoughts then of this.
No, I mean, great cult movie, and I think they still consider it a cult horror movie.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It does have a nice amount of horror themes.
Yeah.
So, if you want to call it a horror movie, I'm not going to argue against it.
I mean, the creepy dinner scene.
Yeah. Creepy dinner scene where Eddie is right underneath the table waiting to be revealed. It was such a weird reveal. It's like, oh, by the way, here's Eddie! Also, it wasn't very clear if they were eating turkey or egg.
Yeah, like, I've always wondered that. Like, are they eating him?
Yeah, because it looks like a turkey, but the way he goes on and then after the reveal, it's like, could that have been Eddie? Because I know, like, they stop in disgust over something when he's talking there.
Yeah.
Alright, I think with that, though, we'll call the episode here.
Yeah.
So thank you all very much for listening in. Till next time, have a good one, guys.
You better leave while it's still possible. Go. Now.
Bye, guys.